Hello everybody, this is Carol from Friendly Quail, and this is Try Something New Tuesday. And this butterfly is what I'm working on today that we're trying. It becomes translucent. I don't know if you can see. You can kind of see my finger through it, but it's shiny, it's pretty, and it's something that then you can bend it like at the body and leave the wings loose, and it's really pretty. You can put that on a page in your journal or something. Anyway, and I'm gonna put the video that I watched in the description box below. I forgot to double check right before I did this who I watched, so I will have it giving credit to the person, so please look in the description box. I did not do it exactly like her, but you know, I didn't have the same equipment. But I'm using this embossing folder, and it's Kaiser Craft embossing folder. EF225 is the number. It's from Australia. I got it on Amazon. So I tried a couple different things. One thing I tried was taking some watercolor and putting it on white paper, and that gave me the darker orange. I did it on both sides, but I only put the black on one side, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then I switched to using orange paper, which is what this is. It's a kind of a bright color orange. But you can see the difference in the color. It gets a little darker and it becomes translucent. So the first thing you need to do is make a emboss your paper. So I've got my embossing machine, and I'm going to actually just go right behind me and run it through. So I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm glad you're with me, and this is kind of fun. I had to buy the butterfly embossing folder in order to do this myself. But I think it's really fun. Okay, so I've embossed this orange paper, and the butterfly is raised. So the next step is that you are going to put black on it with a brayer. I tried a couple of different, you want to use permanent ink for this. But this is my VersaFine Claire, the black Nocturne they call it. So I'm putting some on this brayer, and I'm just going to roll it over and get that black on there. Now see, you can't see it on this side on this one yet either. It comes when you put you use embossing powder on it. That's the secret. I'm just kind of cleaning off my brayer so I don't get ink all over everything. Okay, now I need to let this dry. If I tried to do it with that right now, it would spread. The black would be horrible. Now, the person who I watched, she had a butterfly that cut out the butterfly at the same time. But then she said had a little rim around it, and she went back and cut it out by herself anyway. So once you get the ink is dry, then you would cut this out. And I'm not going to cut the whole thing out, but I just kind of went in and did like a little fussy cut here. And I noticed that some of it's kind of cut through on the edge here on this one. I was experimenting with different levels of, you know, layers so that I could get it to cut or emboss without cutting it. So this one must have been one where I had it a little too thick. But you go ahead and you cut it out. Just along the edge of that black. Like this. So I've got these cut out already. Now comes the magic. You use your Versamark, and I'll do this one first. I'm pushing the back. I'm doing the back first. The antennae are a little bit wimpy. Sometimes when I do butterflies, I take a piece of thread and I put that in instead. And I'm making sure that I've got it all over it. Now on this one, I noticed I didn't get the orange paint all the way to the edge on the back. Oh, see, I lost one of my antennae. Okay, and once you've got that done, then I'm going to use, and I've got, wow, I've got super fine. I tried this, I had some thicker, or it wasn't fine, it was like heavy embossing. I tried that first, and it did not work. It cracked, and it was horrible. And it was way too thick. So I'm just kind of putting this first on the back. I'm going to pick this up and kind of tap it off. Put my excess back in. All right. And then I'm going to use my heat gun. Sorry for the noise. And melt the embossing powder. Okay, now I have to do the other side, but I need to let that dry. I got this on freezer paper, so it will lift off if it sticks. I think I'm going to get rid of the other antennae. I'll have to use thread when I do this one. Okay. And let's see, then I think it's dry enough. The other side, now I'm doing the front. Now I'm noticing that the black does not show through very well on this where I used the watercolors. I hadn't done that one before. It doesn't show through the back as much, but you probably won't mostly see the back, but you know, you might. Depends how you use it. All right, and I've got all that on here. I'm noticing that there's like a little black on my my Versamark stamp pad, even though I let that dry. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put that aside to cool off. And I'll do one more. This is one of the orange paper ones. Now, if you had a different, orange, you could use whatever you want. Or you could do a blue butterfly or, whatever you want. I was just using this orange to start with. Gotta make sure that I get it on everywhere. All right. Yeah, I like the darker orange, but I like the light one too. And it's a lot easier. I didn't have to paint both sides of a paper and stuff like that. All right. Okay, now once more with this. When it's hot, it sticks a little bit. Okay, and the other side. This one's cool now. This one I got some black onto the orange. If you look at them up close, they're really pretty cool. Okay, this is like the front and this was the back. So you have to experiment a little bit. Okay, this is the back of this one. We're going to do the front. And that'll be it for today. And I feel terrible that I didn't look ahead of time, but I didn't want to stop the video to look it up. Because I actually saw this a number of weeks ago, but I didn't have a butterfly. Now you could do this for other shapes, of course, whatever you want. Just make sure you get all good coverage of the ink, the clear ink here. And it's kind of fun. Pardon me. Ooh. I have been busy making a commissioned wedding book. And it's almost finished. I just think these would be so cute, like in a nature journal. There we go. And there's another one. The back and the front. So try it if you have. You could use any type of, you don't have to use a butterfly if you have birds or, you know, different things too, but it's just that the butterflies work because then you put the black on and you get your outline of the wing on the wings, and I just thought that was so pretty. So this is going to be short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to do something you love every day. That's the secret to happiness. And this is Carol from Friendly Quill. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!